Hello, and how is it going, everybody? It is episode 14 of Gaming Insight. It is Skullzi here with KingFanMan and Joey Caps, and oh boy, it's been a minute, hasn't it, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Man, I've missed you guys a lot. Episode 13 seemed to be some bad luck for us. We actually had another episode lined up, and I don't even know what happened. It, lost all of my audio. It was on my end. I don't know what happened. Todd Howard snuck into my house and cut my computer's audio cord. I don't know what happened.
It was the curse of 13.
Yes. Oh man.
And that
then the
was
holidays
an excellent
happened.
episode.
Oh, it was very good.
Excellent.
It was a very good episode. Then the holidays happened and some other things, but no, we're here. There's so much going on. It seems some of the drama regarding Bethesda has died down, only to resurface. Just in time for us to talk about it. Because Fallout 76 released a new patch, and while I don't have Fallout 76, I do plan on getting eventually whenever that happens. Fallout 76 seems to have some sort of issues with its latest patch. I don't know exactly what it is, so I'm gonna let you guys talk about it, but I hope it's not anything crazy bad, because I'm so tired of of trying to be the mediator.
Hey, let me say right off the bat, all of the bug issues and all those things that came back, they're already fixed, so that is the good news.
Nice.
All of those things were taken care of in a hot fix today as we're recording. They're already fixed.
Yes.
So
see, and people commenting that Bethesda never fixed bugs is shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Bugs is.
So that was one thing that everybody was mad at, and the other thing is that they nerfed the double shot and explosive guns a little too much, is what some people say. Of course, those are the most powerful guns. That's what everybody wants, and they took them down from being 100% down to 100 to 20%. So that's a pretty major nerfing there.
I hate when people do that. Explosives should kill you.
Yeah.
If you get hit with a grenade, you're dead. I don't no, you're not going to survive and be able to get a chance. No, you're dead. It's an explosive, you idiot. I hate people that argue about that. Oh, our explosives are overpowered. Yeah, go outside and blow up. Let me know how it feels.
I don't wanna.
Were you able to activate VATS and shoot back? No. You're in pieces.
No!
You know, and I feel this frustration because my build is based on, and I think you are too, Joe. I have a rifleman build. I've got the lever action double shot. So my damage went way down when this nerf happened. But I do understand it. I'm not on the fence that's upset about it, which has got people upset at me. But this is the deal. I believe Bethesda is thinking long term. Remember, this game's only been out a little over 76 days. They just had their 76th day, which is kind of neat. But anyway,
that's cool.
Yeah. Bethesda's thinking long term, and I have literally seen people one-shot a Scorch Beast with these guns. Now, yeah, that's pretty major, and that's pretty overpowered for a weapon. And if you are one-shotting Scorch Beast, the game is going to become very dull for you very quick. And if this game is going to last, as Bethesda wants it to, of course, Pete Hines said forever, but if they want it to last, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, then you're not going to enjoy it if you're one-shotting the biggest enemies out there. So I think it's a good thing that they brought it back. Now, maybe they can bring it up just a little bit in the future, but and that's coming from somebody that has a build focused on that.
So is it only explosives that are nerfed? Or because you mentioned lever action rifles and stuff too.
The explosive rounds and the double shot guns, the guns that have the double shot.
Why don't they just reduce the explosive or increase the explosive damage resistance of Scorch Beasts? That would seem like that would be a good balance, and keep the explosive damage the same for people. Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
I think it's because those guns. Well, for two reasons. Number one, those guns became so overpowered. I mean, some of them had 1,600 damage plus, which is just outrageous.
Just through modifications?
Yeah, just through in-game mods. And then you also had the dupers get in there and were making these guns as well. So I think they were battling both of these things.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Definitely game balance is always an important thing.
And again,
Usually...
long term, I mean, for our enjoyment, if I start one-shotting things and I have a weapon that was pretty overpowered, and I want to be able to enjoy this, years down the line, and it's going to get pretty boring pretty quick if I'm one-shotting things.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a good point. But people aren't going to see that. They're just going to see the most shallow viewpoint of it as possible so they can get mad again and start throwing their freaking attitudes around.
Well, right now they're very emotional, and I understand that. But hopefully when they get over this emotion, they can see the long-term effects that Bethesda's looking at.
Yeah.
Has Bethesda communicated why they're doing this?
They released Inside the Vault today. In fact, I was looking at it just a minute ago and talked about it just briefly. But yeah, they're starting to communicate about it.
Okay, yeah, I feel like if they would communicate like absolutely perfectly clear about why all these changes are being made, maybe people might not be as... I think what Bethesda's doing is they're giving the common player a high bar of common sense that maybe they shouldn't be assuming most people have when it comes to games and changes like this. Because I can understand, and you can understand game balance, like, that makes perfect sense, right? And you explained it perfectly, but to everyone else, they're like, no, because I spent all this time doing me explosions, and then, they feel like they've wasted their money and their time, and then they're mad again. When really, it's like you said, long-term, it's a game balance, the game is in its early stages.
Yeah,
we
are so early into the game. That's what people aren't thinking about. I mean, we're so early. We haven't had our first true new content yet, and anyway, I'll let Joe talk to this, but that's just the way I see it, and I really believe it's an emotional reaction right now that I do understand, but I hope people will see it that way soon.
For me personally, there's nothing wrong with the patch. I don't, they want to change things, all well and good. The patch itself was okay. The main issue that I have, and King, we talked about it earlier. The main issue that Bethesda has is they're under fire. Any little thing that they do wrong, it will be, targeted, and people will point that out. So at the end of the day, the bobby pin weight issue, granted, they put out a hot fix, it's fixed now, but initially
within one day.
Yes, but initially with this patch, that glitch came back. The duping glitch came back. These things came back into the game when you patched that out originally. Now, I realize that when you do a patch, it could cause some bugs. But how come Bethesda, why didn't they find that two big patches or two big issues that people had with the game? How did they allow for that to be let back into the game? Why didn't they test it? Because those are pretty big issues in 76. So in my opinion, I just feel who's ever handling that side of it isn't doing the best job. At its core, 76 is a fun game. I enjoy the heck out of it. It's a fun game. It's just they're so under fire, and there's a target on them, and you can't really make many mistakes. And the one or two mistakes that you make will be glorified, will be magnified. They will be magnified, and people will point them out. And even though you fix it, they'll still remember. They'll remember what you did wrong. And that's what Bethesda, they should have taken the measures they should have taken in regards to not having, especially these two bugs that people couldn't take, not having them in the game. That's the only issue that I have. I do agree with that, but let me preface it by saying this. They with less than a month got this patch out from when they said they were going to have it, which added a whole new mode. So it was a huge patch. Yeah. Which, as you said, is going to make major change. I mean, when you make that many changes to a computer program, it's obviously going to change the game a lot. Certainly.
And we also understand that it's all Austin now because Maryland and Montreal are working on Starfield, which is a good thing. So we have a very reduced amount of people working on this. And as far as I know, because I played all 3 platforms yesterday, and I was checking it all. The only problems that I saw or heard was the bobby pin weight. There was a issue with bulking material. You couldn't use bulking material to craft your weapons. And there was one other little issue. I mean, 3 little issues came back into the game. These bugs came back from previous one. 3 little bitty issues. Now, you say, well, everybody found out about it. Well, of course, because the million people that are playing it obviously are going to find that. They have 1 million people playing it. But the few people at Bethesda did test it. They didn't find these 3 little things. I'm sure they found a lot of problems. But see, they got it out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so with that being said, did they rush it?
Of course they're rushing it.
Did they rush the patch itself?
Of
so
course. They're trying to get it out for us.
I know, but in that regard, should you rush? Should you rush it? Like if there's gonna be issues, shouldn't this game have as much TLC as possible, considering how much scrutiny they're under?
You know, if they waited 2 more weeks without doing it, what would people say? Now, you know,
everybody's a hypocrite.
They would be griping because it didn't come out.
I get it. I get that 100%.
We're talking about 3 little bitty issues that they fixed within a day and a half.
I get that 100%.
And really, I'm going to say this, but nobody's going to like it, but the drama's not coming from Bethesda. It's coming from the community.
Yeah. Just like I said personally, that's the only issue that I did have, was that 2 known issues with the game that people had, problems with, came back. That's what bothered me. That's it. Now, like you said, they're working hard at it, and if at the end of the day, if they came out with this patch any later, they would have been, hit hard, and people would have been like, complaining some more about Bethesda. It's Bethesda, like I said, has this huge target on them. Yep. And so they have to be as careful as possible. To be honest, it's a lose-lose for them, because if you're as careful as possible, you risk at delaying a patch. If you don't delay the patch and you rush it out, you're at risk of having even more issues with the game. They can't win. Everybody listen. On Skullzi's channel, listen. If you haven't played this game, play it. You'll enjoy it if you like Fallout. You will enjoy it. Does it have its issues? Yes. But it's a fun game. It's fun to play with friends. At its core, it's a fun game.
I keep hearing it has its issues, and I'm going to say again, I keep hearing that from Jim Sterling and the... what's the guy's... Yeah, thank you. Y'all know who I was talking about. All these guys that don't play it. I play it on all 3 platforms every day and don't run into that many issues at all. I play it for hours on end. So this is a wonderful game. I keep hearing about, it's trash, and it's got this, and it's got that, and it comes from people that aren't playing the game.
Exactly. Like I said, like the issues that I've come across aren't earth-shattering issues. They're not game-breaking for me. Now, the reason why, at the end of the day, I haven't played it as much as, as I've played the previous games, is maybe because there aren't NPCs, human NPCs. I don't really. I try and play it solo, and for me, it's like, okay, there's only so much I can do solo. But when you're playing with a buddy, it's and also, I don't care what you guys think of me, but at the end of the day, I usually play my Bethesda games on an easier, of difficulty. I don't play on normal. I usually play on easy, or because I want to enjoy it, and I hate getting frustrated and dying 25 times. So I like my the option to pick how hard I want.
I punish myself when I play a legendary.
And Fallout 76 can be hard. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So like that's the only issue that I have with it. But at the end of the day, if I'm playing with friends, even when I'm playing alone, it could be a very hard game, which for me, it doesn't motivate me to play it, because sometimes it could be really hard alone, but at the end of the day, it's an enjoyable game, having fun with it. If you guys haven't played it, please get it. It's a fun game. You will enjoy it.
What my take? Oh, go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
I was going to say one last thing. I understand there's people out there that have tried it and don't like it. That's fine. I'm not talking about those people. But there are some that there are a lot that the negativity has driven them away from either trying it or playing it much at all. I mean, I run into those and talk to those people all the time, and that's the people that it breaks my heart. It really does. Yeah. It bothers me so bad that they've not given the game hardly a chance at all, because they keep hearing all of this stuff. And that's what really bothers me.
That's a good point. They're souring a possible good experience for other people because they want everyone to hear their negative viewpoints first.
Yes.
No, it's super annoying. And I think everyone in this situation, like 90% of the community, has tunnel vision because they're just focusing on, look, Bethesda did something bad and that's where it ends. But no one is taking a step back, or not nobody, very few people are taking a step back to look at this almost anomaly that's happened. And we touched on this in the previous podcast, which also apparently is an anomaly that doesn't exist. But I'll kind of see if I could remember everything. My take on the Fallout 76 situation, and it kind of goes back before Fallout 76, and it starts with the Save Player 1 campaign. Gaming back then, which is still kind of the same now. You have developers like EA shoving multiplayer into all these games because multiplayer makes a lot more money. You can put microtransactions, you can have the little outfits, you can have premium subscriptions to games like Battlefield does. You can have all of these more profitability with multiplayer in games, and everyone was kind of hating on EA, mad at a lot of people for it, and here comes Bethesda with Save Player 1 the campaign, right? Everyone thought Bethesda was amazing at the time, so that painted the picture for the things to come, and it didn't get the avalanche rolling, but as everyone was sitting inside enjoying the tea, the hot cocoa that is Bethesda's nice little namis of single-player goodness and promises, and looking at the snowfall outside and being comfortable inside, they didn't pay attention to the just danger that was brewing, because all of a sudden here comes Fallout 76, right? All of a sudden here comes Fallout 76 out of nowhere, which, to the community's defense, yes, that was a horrible marketing decision for Bethesda. Why in the hell would you do a Save Player 1 campaign and then immediately announce your first multiplayer online-only game ever? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. They should have switched it, announced Fallout 76, and then Save Player 1 campaign. There's no reason that little Linda Carter video couldn't have been pushed till after E3. Right. But that doesn't excuse any of this, because when that happened, when Fallout 76 happened, it started the avalanche, and it started that big mound of snow rolling down that mountainside, and people were just, yelling, they're screaming, they're mad, this is crazy, this is drama, 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 and as naturally something exciting and dramatic happens, people are attracted to it, and the snowball kept getting bigger and bigger. Bethesda did something else bad, the snowball got even larger, took out another town, oh no, here's Atomic Store Village, oh, that got taken out by the snowball. All these other things would happen, and Bethesda just had this huge target, like you said, Joey, because at the end of the day, the Save Player 1 campaign made Bethesda the focus of attention, and then they blew it. They blew it by announcing an online game after that, and yeah, the online game is fine. I haven't played it, really. I tested it on a friend's computer a long time ago, so I can't say I have good knowledge of it at all. It looks good. I've seen people play it. It looks like it's a good core game. Yeah, there's issues. Yeah, there's bugs like there are with any other game, like there were with World of Warcraft in its first year. Even at the end of the year, you would lose inventory items in their first year of the game being out, so which is pretty huge.
There's still issues with World of Warcraft.
Still issues, yes, and it may not excuse the issues, but we need to not look at the fact that there's issues. We need to look at what the hell's going on, because anyone, even people who hate Bethesda right now, who hate Fallout 76, even people who leave stupid-ass, dumb comments, threatening and wanting people to die because their brains are so small that they can't form their opinion without threatening someone else's life. I hope that someone hears that. Anyway, anyway, if you're leaving nasty comments like that, I just wanted to say fuck you real quick, because that's really, really shitty. Really shitty. Those kinds of people that go threaten like developers and threaten content creators and say that you want bad things to happen to them because they have a different opinion than you. Not only are you weak-willed, weak of heart, but your only purpose in life, apparently, is to help the balance of positivity and negativity, and your only purpose is to be negative. So what the hell is your problem? I'm going on a whole nother tirade, anti right now. We just had something happen before the podcast with one of my friends, so yeah. Anyway, don't be leaving shitty comments. Now, back to what I was saying, yes, there's a lot of issues with Fallout, there's a lot of issues with Bethesda. They're not handling things perfectly, the canvas bag thing wasn't perfect, but no one can sit there and say that this situation is normal and that this is just Bethesda being silly over and over and over and over again. We have to take a step back and realize what is actually going on. Why is there so much hate being thrown at Bethesda right now that's magnified more so than it should be? Anyone else makes these mistakes, they're not going to get half as much attention as Bethesda's getting right now. I mean, look at Anthem. Anthem's getting some attention right now, I guess. But the thing is, we have to realize this is all an avalanche situation. This is a fire that kept getting fuel thrown onto it, and everyone is just like blissfully unaware of it. They're choosing to not be aware of it. We can all, at any time, take a seat and chill the fuck out and realize that this game is Bethesda's first MMO. Let them learn how to walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Are they supposed to leave the game in beta testing phase for 2 years and then release it? This isn't Steam Greenlight. This is Bethesda. This is their first online game. They're gonna release it. There's gonna be issues. They're gonna fix it, just like every other single damn online game had. Excuse me, but seriously, I don't even play Fallout 76. It's not my favorite thing. It looks like a great game, but it's, I haven't gotten it yet. I do want to get it, and the only reason I'm saying this is so you can understand my point of view is coming from somebody who's probably at best neutral with the situation. So, fuck, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, we're again just over 76 days. And it's never been given a chance. I agree, 100%.
I mean, the community is in such a sour state. I've seen comments on YouTube videos about Fallout 76 that I've never seen before. I've seen paragraphs. I've seen like a 500-word essay that someone probably turned into their English teacher when they were done to like just say how much they hate someone or hate Fallout 76. Yeah. Like, how are you putting this much attention into hate? You little snail.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you, you fuck? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Anyway, someone else.
I don't. The issue is which 76, was at a disadvantage from the jump. First of all, Bethesda Game Studios made the game and not Obsidian, so that was the one thing. So it was like, oh, let's get a Fallout spin-off game. Okay, with 76. I guess you could say it's a spin-off. I mean, it's a prequel, so maybe it is. I don't know, but it's like okay, then so it's BGS, not Obsidian, and then it's Fallout, not Elder Scrolls. But seriously, that's the big thing, It's
because it was back to back.
Yeah. So and that's a big thing, and so from the jump, 76 didn't really have a chance. It hasn't had a chance. Like you said, King, the game's been out for 76 days? Mm-hmm. They're going, what people say, it's going to be like No Man's Sky. I never played No Man's Sky, nor do I ever care to play it. But apparently, it's a good game now. So the fact of the matter is this. Like I've said plenty of times before, and I'm sorry if I'm beating a dead horse, but has Bethesda Game Studios ever made a bad game? Yes or no? No.
I'm going to say no, but there's going to be people out there that are going to say yes. And then they're going to argue with each other about whose opinion is
I mean,
whose.
You had Morrowind. That saved them. You had Oblivion.
Saved the company.
You had Fallout 3. which introduced a lot of
game.
people to the post-apocalyptic, genre itself. You had Skyrim. You had
Great
Fallout
game.
4 that now people are kind of praising because of 76. They're saying, oh, let's go back and play Fallout 4. What? Do we need another Fallout game for you to praise 76? What is everybody's thinking?
And then Fallout Shelter, the only mobile game Bethesda made, and it's amazing. It's a great game.
Yeah.
It is.
So it's like at the end of the day, it's
I'm still playing it, by the way.
yeah.
I play it off and on.
It's like what's Bethesda just didn't have a chance from the very beginning. Like I said, one or two things might have frustrated me about the game, but has it stopped me from playing it? No. Has it stopped me from supporting and loving BGS? No. I love BGS. I'm playing Skyrim right now, having an absolute blast. First time I'm playing it, I'm losing my Skyrim virginity, and it is fantastic. It's great. It is fantastic.
But Joe, there are so many that it is keeping them from the game. This is the lowest sales that BGS has had for a game since before Morrowind.
I hope this doesn't happen to Starfield. I hope when Starfield comes out that people won't be like, this isn't TED 6. Oh, it's gonna happen though.
I think it's going to, sadly.
Jeez.
I think it's going to, but then again, I think it's gonna sell like freaking crazy.
Oh yeah,
Because
Starfield's gonna
number one, it's an
be good.
RPG. It's it's different. It's different from Fallout and Elder Scrolls. And then when Elder Scrolls comes out, bada bing, bada boom, Bethesda is gonna be rolling in money. I guarantee you, as soon as Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, within 24 hours of its release, it's going to do $1 billion. Guarantee you, I'm saying it right here. It's gonna do $1 billion.
Oh, that'll be
Nothing
good
to
because
appeal.
according to one of my comments earlier, Todd Howard must be nervous about his mega $1 million mansion or something.
Get out of here!
I was
Get
about-
out of here,
I was
man!
about to say, I keep hearing comments of people saying, I'll never play another BGS game ever again.
Get out.
Meanwhile, they're
No,
gonna buy Starfield.
as soon as Elder Scrolls 6 gets announced that it's gonna be released, people are gonna friggin' buy it. Even those same people that are saying that they're not, they know they are. They're just full of crap. They know they're gonna buy it. They're just being silly right now. That's all.
We're Bethesda mouthpieces, though, which is hilarious.
Yes,
Hilarious.
I'm a Bethesda mouthpiece.
Because
That's
if anyone,
okay with me.
If anyone knows me, the last thing I am is a mouth. If I see something I don't like in a store, I can't help myself but approach the person and make myself look like an idiot and call it like I can't. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not gonna just mouthpiece anything. If I feel strongly about something, as you've seen, I yell about it. I voice my opinion about it. I've already voiced my opinion about some of the stupid shit Bethesda did, but by the end of the day, I like Bethesda. I still like them. If they fail with Starfield and they fail with Elder Scrolls 6, then we'll talk again. But like any other friend that I have, or a pet, or anything, if a friend accidentally does something shitty to me, but I don't immediately cut them off, never talk to them again, and just that's it. You give them a chance to make up for it.
Yeah.
People make mistakes. Game companies are made of people, so naturally, you have this in your other hand, people, mistakes, there you go, you figured it out. You know what I mean? People are going to make mistakes even if they're a game company. Even if they're a game company, they're going to make mistakes. And people are going to want to try new things, especially if they're creative. Even in gaming. They wanted to make an online Fallout game. It's not like people weren't asking for it before they announced it. People were talking about something like that for a while. Am I playing it? No. Would I play it? Probably, yeah. I don't have the time now. But needless to say, my opinion is based on looking at both sides of the situation. People that really like it, people that don't, and then I look at the gameplay. I think anyone else could do the same, but it seems like people are just wanting to join on... I think it just goes psychological. People can find some sort of solace in very large groups that agree with them. This seems like something we say every podcast.
Absolutely. Some have asked and wondered if it's going to affect the sales of like Rage, which is not a BGS game, but it's a Bethesda Softworks game, which is coming out, very soon, May the 15th, I believe. I'm excited for it, but there's a lot of hate swirling around the Bethesda name. Is that going to affect the sales of a game like Rage?
I would like to say no, but because of people's ignorance to what the difference is between Bethesda Softworks and Bethesda Game Studios, it might be possible.
But even regardless, though, let's say it was a BGS game. It's a single-player, open-world game. What makes you think that they're gonna fail you on that when they've made excellent single-player, open-world games before? You're just being stupid right now. You're just being dumb. That's all it is. You're being dumb.
Like I said, if you don't like their games, that's fine, because you don't like them. They're not your style. You don't like how they play, whatever. But if you're repeating the same diatribe that the rest of the cultists are, then you can go drink your Kool-Aid far away from me and the rest of the community, because I'm tired of having to explain the same thing
over and over
again, and then I'm a mouthpiece. No, I'm telling you honestly what I think. Do I need to say an additional amount of bad things about Bethesda just so that the yin and yang are balanced? I like Bethesda, yes I do, but some of the shit they did was dumb. Is it as much as people are saying no?
Yeah. Sure.
Should we give up on them? No. Starfield is right around the corner. It may not be Elder Scrolls 6, but it seems like they're giving their creators, their developers, a chance to express their creative freedom. Fallout 76 developers wanted to make it, so ZeniMax let them. Todd Howard has been wanting to make Starfield forever, and if anyone deserves to get to make a game that they want to make, I would say it's Todd Howard. I mean, he's put so much time into Bethesda. He essentially saved the company along with everyone else that made Morrowind. Like I said earlier, if Starfield fails and is horrible somehow, which I don't think it is, and then the Elder Scrolls 6 fails and is horrible, then I would start to mourn Bethesda, because at that point in time, there's probably not much of a hope left.
The issue is, though, with them, with Starfield and stuff, the only thing that I pray to God, I'm praying to God that they don't release Starfield when Cyberpunk 2077
they're
releases.
going to. I'm telling you. I've already told you it's going to happen.
The thing is, though,
it happened with The Witcher and 4, and it's going to happen again.
The thing is,
that's a good point.
If they go head-to-head with that game, considering all this crap that they're going through with 76, that it is not good.
Well, it wasn't for 4, but it's going to do it again. It's going to.
It's just the thing is with Cyberpunk, it's different from really anything that anybody can really ever imagine.
I know
as far as an open world RPG goes, this game's gonna be friggin' awesome.
It is,
and it's gonna be so immersive, and people love CD Projekt Red. So I hope, for Bethesda's sake, please, Cyberpunk come out this year, which I'm saying it, Cyberpunk is coming out this year. So have Cyberpunk come out in 2019. Next year, Starfield. Give us Starfield next year. Don't do it this year, Bethesda. Just relax, polish the game even more, give it some time, and then next year, after all the Cyberpunk stuff dies down because it's been out for a year already, then you bring out Starfield and you sell, $500 million within day one it releases.
That's
good fine with me. I don't, and the thing is, with The Witcher 3 and 4, they came out in different times of the year. The Witcher 3 came out, I think, Q2, and Fallout 4 came out Q4. So different times of the year, which that's huge.
Yeah.
So they can't come out in the fall at the same time, on the same day. Can Bethesda beat out Call of Duty? Yes. Can they beat out that? Right now, no. Right now, no. Just because of everything that's happening.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
if
it
you
might
remember,
depend on E3.
Yeah, if you remember, that's
True,
Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was the first game that didn't unanimously win, Game of the Year for Bethesda, and it was because of The Witcher.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm just hoping that they do it like alone, and they don't have to go head to head with Cyberpunk.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
God.
I hope, but yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
like I'm thinking Cyberpunk is coming out this year. All signs are pointing to that. Whether you like it or not, Cyberpunk 2077 will be a Q4 2019 release.
Now, is that a next-gen game?
Well, here, yes and no. It is confirmed that it is on the Xbox One X enhanced game list, so it will be a current gen title, but they're gonna make it a next gen title too. You know,
Okay.
they'll release it on there. They'll make their money that way as well.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
but
what-
if you look at it, The Witcher, the first game came out 2007. 4 years later, The Witcher 2. 4 years later, The Witcher 3. It's the 4th year. So it makes, and they've been working on this game since 2012, not full on, but since 2012. So they've had a hand in it. You know, the game is coming
Sounds
out.
a lot like
I believe
Starfield,
this
doesn't
year.
it?
Yeah, so in my opinion, the game's coming out this year.
Bethesda's one saving grace might be that I believe Starfield is. They've mentioned they'd like it to be on current gen, but I think Starfield is going to be made primarily for next gen.
That'd be cool.
That might be Starfield's saving grace. If whatever next gen has is able to make Starfield on a whole nother level above, at least tech wise, than Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk's probably going to be amazing. I'm
It's gonna
worried
be
that
big.
maybe it's not as in depth and the world isn't as full as we think it is, because we haven't seen too much about it, and our imagination likes to paint a picture of every street we walk on in that world is going to just be so full of crazy non like video game looking stuff. It's
Yeah,
going to
I
feel
don't-
like a real world, and there's people everywhere, and we could go into this building. That is it though? Is it?
I mean, I've
What
done.
we've seen it is.
I've done a
Yeah,
lot
from what
of
we've seen.
well, I mean, I've done a lot of, I guess research and stuff when
Yeah.
it comes to Cyberpunk, and they say that you could go into a building and spend like a full day in there. Like that's how much content is going to be in this game.
That's pretty amazing.
And yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. And do you know why they made it a first person game? They made it a first person game because if you're in third person, you can't really, experience that, let's say, immersion of the world. Like if you're looking down in Cyberpunk, you're looking down. It's not a camera, it's your character's, head. You know what I'm saying? So
That's the very reason I play in first person.
yeah,
Yes.
like this is, but like how just they're describing it. My goodness, it's gonna be crazy. That's why
It looks amazing.
I'm hoping to God, please, Bethesda, don't go head to head with this. Do not.
I
Or
know.
maybe they should, and they should prepare for it, because just
don't go ahead.
Cyberpunk, even the apartment looks amazing. Waking up and like checking your damn I know it sounds silly, but I would love to check my email every day in that
Yeah,
game.
but
Like
just-
who's emailing me today? Is there a
Yeah.
quest? Am I gonna find a friend? Like, is there a sale? I just
Yeah,
love it. It makes me sound stupid, but I love it.
I
just
know we've-
don't see
I know
how they
we've-
benefit.
I know we've said it, but think about it. With Rage, The Outer Worlds, Cyberpunk, Starfield, what we have coming, it just gets better and better and better
Oh, it
as they
does.
step up. I mean,
It
wow.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
gonna
Next
be
gen
good.
just looks so amazing. Like I keep saying 2019 and 2020 are going to be like the start. I think gaming's going to keep on going like forward from here at a higher echelon.
That's what I was about to say. Where does gaming go after what I just named? And then the Elder Scrolls. What do you do after that? I mean, that's just wow.
Yeah, the thing is though, like gaming is insane. The amount of jobs in it is insane.
Oh, it's building. It's growing.
I'm in, in college, I'm going to school for this stuff, and there's jobs are growing and growing in two areas, in sports and in gaming.
Yep.
They're both huge.
Gaming,
So,
I think, is
it's
actually
just-
set to go be bigger than some sports now. Actually,
It's just evolving, and gaming, sports is a part of gaming. So it's just this is insane. It's insane of just how things are going. Like you said, with the Outer Worlds, man, I forgot about the Outer Worlds for a second. Outer Worlds is coming out this year.
with the Rick and Morty looking guy. Yeah.
Holy crap.
I hate to throw negativity in here, but when you get,
Oh jeez!
I know it.
Negative Nancy, KingFanMan.
Oh man, we're having such a good time.
When you get that much money going, though, with the amount of money that EA lost this year and the amount of money that Bethesda lost this year, and then look at the studios that's actually gone under, And then I've even heard places like GameStop and stuff are in trouble. So
Oh,
there's a lot in gaming that are in trouble right now because it's like they're on the knife's edge of either making it really big or going under, and that's really scary.
Yeah, that'll never happen though. Like
Man.
as far gaming.
Are you talking about with Bethesda, or just gaming in general?
Gaming in general.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ga-
No, I'm not talking about
it's
gaming
not-
in general, but it could happen to Bethesda.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, Todd Howard has to die eventually, right?
It's possible. It is. But the thing is, though, they would have to screw up on Elder Scrolls 6 for that to happen, and they're not. So, like, I guarantee you, they won't. So it's just, I think they're taking, what they're learning from 76, even what they're learning from what they learned from Fallout 4.
But guys, this is my fear again, because this is coming from a guy that plays it every day. 76 is a good game. Again, the drama is not coming from Bethesda; it's coming from the community. Starfield can be the greatest game ever, and yet be a terrible sales. So what happens to Bethesda if Starfield lays an egg?
The community happened. Essentially.
What if community drama happens again on Starfield and Bethesda loses money yet again?
The thing is, though, I don't see that happening. Like, I don't see Starfield laying that proverbial egg. I don't see it. I don't see that happening. Their track record is too good when it comes to single-player RPGs. I don't see it flopping at all. I think they're going to make a great game. I think that when they review it, it's going to get amazing reviews. It's going to make up for all this garbage that Bethesda's going through. It's going to make up for all of it.
Joe, look at Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was a good game, but look at the hate it got.
Of course. Yeah. That game got thrashed.
Yeah.
I don't think Starfield is going to get that. Simply, one, it's different. Two, BGS has done a fantastic job with single-player games. So you could say that, Fallout 4, it got hate, but Starfield's different from Fallout 4.
Yeah, so I honestly think it's the perfect time for a new IP. Fresh. Yeah, they need something new.
Yes,
100%. What I remember, I've been part of gaming for a while. I'm 30 now, for those who don't know. I've been around, since before the online times. So playing with, your friends just on, the floor, living room and stuff. And back then, when we talk about games we have, if someone said they have a game that you didn't like, you know what you'd say? I don't like that game. You know what you didn't say? That's not a good game. But what the fuck do people say now? If you don't like a game, suddenly it's not a good game. Suddenly it's horrible because you don't like it. That's what the opinionation of people are now. Instead of saying, I don't like it, it's not for me, it's not a good game now. Yeah. And the company should be on blast for it. And that's so stupid. Wow. So now people with that kind of thought process, they think that if something isn't for them, that company needs to be put on blast, and that again adds more fuel to the fire. I don't know when that changed, but suddenly people just can't not like something without it not being good. And I don't know if that's a reflection of who they are and their own self-worth. If they possibly just can't like something, unless it's horrible. Like, I don't get it.
It's this new younger generation. That's what it is.
Back in murder.
The thing is, though, honestly, King, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I know.
The generation sucks. Quite frankly, no, they do. One, honestly, they're soft. I feel they're too soft.
That's true.
And like I said, they suck. I
didn't start this.
I quote, they suck. They, like I said, they're sensitive. They're they simply suck. I don't know what else to say other than they suck. They don't. First of all, they want their opinion to be known. They're right.
It's an entitlement. It's an
exactly. And it's an entitlement, and it pisses me off that it's an entitlement. My mom told me to shut up, so that's why I'm talking a little lower here. But, it's
and you respect your mother, right?
Yeah.
Man,
Skullzi,
that's so.
I didn't know you were that old. Yeah.
You didn't know I was 30?
Yeah, you're getting
Yeah,
on
I'm
up
30.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one expects me to be that age. I guess my voice sounds different. I don't look 30 if I shave.
How old do you guys think I am?
That's what I was about to ask.
26.
Joe, no. I bet Joe, let's see. Joe,
I think it's 26 or 24. It's a 4 or 6.
I really don't know. I don't want to guess.
Okay. I just turned the ripe age at 27.
Oh, I was close.
I almost said 28, but I didn't want to guess.
Yeah. Yep. I turned 27. What? This month I turned. Yeah.
Well,
Nice. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So yeah, that's how old I am. Enough about me.
Gaming is so awesome because it could bring everyone together from like so many different demographics, so many different age groups. One of my administrators is like 16 and he lives in the UK for my Discord. He's an awesome dude. And then I know another guy that's like 50 and lives in Sweden. Like
That is
Yeah,
awesome,
that
man.
is-
there's so many
awesome.
awesome people. I love it.
It don't matter the culture you live in, what age you are. I love that.
It's pretty.
And that's one reason I've never been into multiplayer games, but being able to connect with my subscribers on Fallout 76, you know, 1 minute I'm playing with somebody in Australia, and the next minute I'm playing with somebody in Britain or Greece, or you know, it's so neat to playing with a.
It's gotta be pretty awesome.
Yes, it's amazing. I love it, and being able to get to know your subscribers better, and I love it.
I never thought I'd like streaming. I always thought I'd be super awkward and I would just sit there and like look at the camera and like expect people for me to do a trick or something. But no, I like it because like it's like you said, you get to hang out with the people that watch your videos, like actually talk to them and have them respond to you real time and do stuff that they want to see, and it's like another way of having this extended community. And the internet is an amazing thing, and the game. Can I speak? The gaming community is amazing because, like we said, it brings everyone together, and that's why it annoys me so much to see the state that some of the splinters of the community is in now, to where people are just so apt to just draw lines in the sand and then stab you in the face with whatever they use to draw that line down there. Like why? Like I said, why can't we just have different opinions? Why can't we go back to the days when we said, I don't like that game, instead of, that game is just horrible? Like, that's not how you voice your opinion about something. If I don't eat salad, but I don't walk around looking at people eating salad like they're eating tires, it's an edible thing that people like.
Yeah.
It's not for me. It doesn't mean that salad just is so bad. You know, I don't like it. I don't like salad.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say, you know, that is, especially on the community that I have, that is a very minor thing. I have wonderful people on my channel,
yes.
and I'm so thankful for that. And I think you guys do too.
Yeah.
So, we get to see the better side of gaming.
Oh yeah.
And that's wonderful. And
My community has helped me so much, more than they'll ever know, probably.
so
I'm sure it goes with you guys.
Yeah, I just want to say, I want to be able to say right here on the podcast, thank you to all the ones listening, because we do appreciate you guys. We appreciate
100%.
we appreciate
doing it
the
for
ones. Yeah, absolutely. We're sitting here doing this for y'all, but the ones that are positive and the ones that you don't always have to agree with us. That's not what we're saying. But the ones that are positive and supportive and interactive with us, you know, we love you for it.
You mentioned Vic earlier. I didn't know they were a girl. I always thought, see, on the internet you can't tell.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure. But she is amazing.
Yes,
Just
she
the
is.
amount of positivity and always there to comment, to give her opinion, even if it's not agreeing with yours. Like always there, trying to go above and beyond to get people hyped, trying to even help me dig into stuff. So she drove to Hunt, Texas, because of a Bethesda job listing. That's nuts.
Yep,
Like
she's awesome.
I can't believe some of the people in the community, and you all are the real. If you think that we're the community over here on the other, no, we're not the community on the other side of the screen. We're not the ones on the soapboxes. We're the ones down there with you all, just amazed at how amazing you guys have made the community. It's you that's made the community what it is. Sure, we get the bad people on our channel sometimes that pop in there and say something stupid. I got you know, I touched on that a little earlier in the podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
with a bit of my rant, but that's so minute. It's
yeah,
so minute.
and we
Minute.
want you to know when we're ranting, we're not ranting
No,
to and about y'all at
No.
all. It's
No.
normally
we're trying to be entertaining.
yeah.
Yeah, trying to be, you know.
But I think they see what's going on out there too, you know.
Oh, they know.
But and that's one reason I believe they gravitate toward channels like this, because they don't like what's going on out there.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, I do like Bethesda. You guys like Bethesda. But if Bethesda does something stupid, we're not gonna pretend like it didn't happen. We may not make 20 videos about a Nuka rum bottle, but we're not gonna totally just blow it under the rug and tell you to just, you know, give Bethesda all your firstborn child and build a statue of Todd Howard. We're not, no.
Right.
We just want people to remember Bethesda's a company that has a very proven track record, and they've made mistakes recently.
Absolutely.
So, chill.
Yeah.
Relax.
Chill.
Relax. Don't make videos about Nuka-Cola bottles over and over again.
Absolutely.
Anyway. Oh, yes. So Fallout 76 has issues. Now, how about this? How long do you guys think it's going to be? Oh, I dropped my thing. How long do you guys think it's going to be before Fallout 76 has NPCs? Because, like we've talked about in a previous podcast, we believe NPCs are going to happen. We believe that we're watching the world actually start from the beginning of the opening of the vault and progressing to where you help build the world back up to the point where there are settlements, there are other vaults opening, and there are NPCs. How long do you think that might happen? And do you think that people, the community being negative, might force Bethesda along in terms of putting out content for Fallout 76 earlier rather than they would want to?
That's a good point. That kind of goes into what Joe was saying. Are they going to rush it and then get into issues? I think it'll come along slow. I think it'll be probably one to start with, one NPC, and it'll start slow, probably in a vault, maybe one survivor. A hacker or somebody found one in the code, whether it was a test NPC or not. But I've been telling you for a long time that companions are a thing. They have been. There was a developer that said they are coming a long time ago. I mean, that is confirmed that companions are a thing. Now, whether they're animals or robots, I don't know. That hasn't been confirmed. So. But yeah, human NPCs are coming. I mean, there is no doubt. It's just when. But I think it's going to start slow.
Probably like another year, you'd say?
Oh, I don't know. I think within this year we're going to have them. It'll be sometime this year.
What about you, Joe? What do you think about the situation?
I mean, as far as NPCs go, I think I don't. The issue is, I would love to have human NPCs. Would it make sense? Yes, for sure, it would make sense. But then again, would it? You know, because like at the end of the day, let's say you, Skullzi, you're playing the game for the first time, and you run into a human NPC. Well, you didn't experience the game like how I experienced it, which was alone, and like how the game was supposed to be experienced. So, in that regard, you know, that's the issue. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's cool, yes, but then it kind of takes away from how the game wasn't intended on being experienced. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I'm counting down the days until we see private servers. That's what I want. I want private servers. If you don't have NPCs, fine. Get me private servers to where modders are allowed to do their thing. I could download a mod to make this game freaking easier for me, and that's it. You know, I'm just being honest with you. I'm being honest. And then honestly, if I could play,
had it planned all along though.
Yeah, if I could play on very easy, I won't get off this freaking game. But it's frustrating. It gets frustrating. And
hey, come play with me, Joe. I will help you. I promise.
Hey, you know what? We have to play together more.
I know it. It'll be easier when we play together.
Yeah. Hey, I'll pick you up on that.
Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime. And again, I extend the offer. My schedule is on Twitter and on Facebook. If anybody wants to play with me, just send me a message. I'd love to get to know you a little bit better, and we can play Fallout 76 together.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. The community is so great. And what other like games can you I guess you could do this with other games, but it just seems like the Bethesda community, even though there's some kind of sourpuss stuff going on right now, it still feels like a unique place.
Yep.
That just has so much like potential still to come, and the fact that there's so many people out there that are so blind to it. People are thinking that the Elder Scrolls 6 is not going to have new animations, and like I don't even think they're listening to the words come out of their mouth. You're telling me that the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to have the same animations from Skyrim? What? Like, wouldn't it be common sense to assume that it's gonna have new animations, right? I mean, I don't even.
If you think that, you're friggin' stupid, man.
I can't even begin. And I think about that when I make the title of my videos. Like, am I really titling my video "The Elder Scrolls 6 will have new animations"? Like, is that really what my idiot ass is titling this? Yes, because there's gonna be so many people out there that are gonna argue that it's not.
I mean, Todd Howard already confirmed that Starfield would have new animations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. He said there's a new animation system.
Yeah. That Fallout 76 had the same, and that Starfield was going to have a new one.
Oh, but don't you know that Todd Howard confirmed that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to have the same engine? Because in this paragraph over here, he said that they like their world editor and they're going to continue to use it for future games. So that means that it's the entire engine. Jeez.
Yep.
Here we go. Luckily, I get less of that. I get less engine stuff, but I get plenty of other stupid, annoying things. Like, I hate to call it stupid because I want you guys to comment. I want you guys to tell me your real opinions on things because I want to hear it. I want to have a real discord with you, but I don't want to hear the cultist diatribe about the same crap. It's like everyone is briefed on what to say when they're part of this anti-Bethesda crowd.
It's like a political talking
legitimate.
Point. That's what it is.
It's like flat earthers.
That's it. It is.
It's like I'm arguing with flat earthers. The earth is flat. Bethesda's never going to use a new game engine. Like, what the heck is going on?
Wait.
Skullzi, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It is fake news, and they get the exact talking points. They do. I'm telling you.
Guys.
They hear it from other YouTubers, and they'll tell you. They don't know it, but they'll tell you.
But guys, the earth is flat.
Oh, no.
It is, isn't it? Like it's flat. You guys think it's round?
I thought it was a big turtle.
You guys are silly.
The Earth is a globe.
If I were you, I would just punch myself in the face. I would just.
I'm all for a good conspiracy, but the whole flat Earth thing, like.
Oh no, I don't believe that one bit. I'm just being a scumbag.
I know you are, and it's their arguments are just so pointless. Like you try to argue with them, like, oh, scientists have done this or that, and their go-to is no, you can't trust science. Everything is a lie. So how the hell can you argue with that? How can you argue with everything is a lie? It's the same thing with Bethesda. Oh, you can't trust Bethesda. Yeah. They're not doing this. It's a lie. It's okay, a lie. So I guess it ends now. I guess you're right automatically. I'm sorry. Delete channel. Go to sleep. Thanks. Like, come the fuck on, man.
Or they'll call you a name. You know, you're a fanboy or a shield.
You're a fanboy.
Yeah.
Jump into traffic.
Which that's supposed to be in the subject.
Or you have a trash channel, you know.
Yeah, my channel is the worst channel in gaming, and they don't understand how I exist. They don't understand how I exist. How do I exist, guys?
Guys, I am what's wrong with humanity.
You are, yes. You particularly, KingFanMan.
Whoa, I don't feel comfortable saying that.
How dare you have an opinion that's different than mine?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I must destroy you. Oh man.
Bobby.
All we can hope is that this slowly fizzles down.
All we can hope is this podcast actually works and goes out this time.
This podcast was a lot of fun. It'll work. We're gonna be here every week, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. No more technical issues, hopefully.
We hope, yes.
If there are technical issues, we'll figure some out. The technical issues happen, and then holidays happen, and then we should have been more vigilant, but we're here now.
If we can post 14, if we can get past that 13, we'll be all right.
Yeah, we got past it. If this goes online, you know we're going to be around.
That's right. Absolutely.
And leave us comments. Oh, and also, I want to do a thing to where maybe we can let people call into the podcast for like the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something. We might do something like that. We'll see.
Oh, that'd be
I'm trying to
great.
plan stuff. That way they can ask us some questions. I gotta set something up on Discord for that. I gotta talk to my administrator. My admin! Gotta go to my boopy boop sounds. Administrator! Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we're here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm talking about.
Skullzi, as always, thank you for letting me come on your channel. I appreciate it so much.
Yes.
Same here,
It's always a
brother.
blast.
Appreciate it.
And-
It's always a
And
pleasure.
I want to invite both of you guys onto my channel anytime you want to. I have a podcast every Saturday at 4:30 Central Time. Y'all are both welcome to come on. It's
What time is
live.
that Eastern time? What time is that?
It's 1 hour difference. We are, well, it's let's see, we're ahead of y'all, I think. So
I'll be there. I'll make a note to be there tomorrow. 4:30 Central?
4:30 Central Time. So I
Okay,
guess
I
that
can
would
look
be.
up the
Wouldn't
difference.
that be 3, Joe? Wouldn't that be 3 Eastern?
3:30 or something.
Wait, you're behind us, King.
Oh, we're so knowledgeable.
So
I'll look it
you're
up
ahead
off
of
the podcast.
We're ahead of you.
Oh, okay. So it's the other direction.
it's 7:30 for you right now, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's 8:30 where I am.
It's 8:30
Okay.
for us. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on. So 5:30 my time. All right. Yes, I'll be there. I've been wanting to stop by.
Yep.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yes, everyone. Don't dox us based on our time zones. And as always, thank you for watching. See you guys next time.
Bye, have a great time.